5 years have passed and everything has changed. Joel is more alone than ever. The warmth we once saw between him and Ellie has faded into silence. Ellie is now 19, independent, restless, and no longer the child who leaned on Joel for protection. She keeps her distance emotionally and physically, pushing back against his constant presence. And Joel? He's clinging, hovering, smothering her with protection she didn't ask for. In one powerful moment, we see Joel's old guitar, the one that once symbolized their bond, left forgotten in a pile of dusty belongings. Ellie hasn't touched it in a long time, just like she hasn't truly spoken to Joel in a long time. But Joel isn't just lonely, he's carrying something heavy enough to send him to therapy. He talks about Ellie, mostly to complain, but the therapist sees through it. She tells him plainly, "You're holding on to something big, and until you say it out loud, it's going to keep crushing you." Joel doesn't say anything, but his eyes say everything. The weight of 5 years, of guilt, of silence, of pretending everything's fine, crashes into him. That Ellie is immune, that she could have been the cure, that he stopped it, that he killed the doctors, that he lied to her face. And worst of all, he fears that if she ever finds out, she'll never look at him the same way again. But not even the therapist could get Joel to open up about his deepest secret. She tried to lead by example. In a surprising and unorthodox move, she opened up to him. She told Joel, with trembling honesty, that she hates him because he killed her husband, a man she loved, and a loss she can't forgive. Well, it was honest, but also impossible. You can't expect someone to confess the darkest, most protected secret they've carried for 5 years to the very person who just admitted they blame you, resent you, and maybe even want you to suffer. Joel didn't open up, but her words cracked something. We saw the tears, the pain, the internal struggle. He didn't give in. Not yet. Instead, he clung to the one line that's kept him standing all these years. "I saved her." And then, he left. But maybe, not today, not tomorrow, but maybe, when things get even darker, when the silence becomes too heavy, Joel might remember her honesty, and he might come back to tell the truth. Back in season 1, Ellie was just a teenager, too young to truly grasp the cost of sacrifice. The question remains, did she even have the maturity to choose whether or not to give her life for a cure? And now, in season 2, we see a version of Ellie who still doesn't fully understand her limits. In her first scene, she's sparring with a grown man, bloodied, bruised, and clearly outmatched. And yet, when she realizes he's been going easy on her, she gets angry. What she doesn't understand is, if he hadn't held back, she might not be standing at all. That's Ellie in a nutshell. Brave, relentless, but dangerously unaware of her own vulnerability. But what's even more dangerous is what came after. Ellie was bitten. Again. She took out a knife, changed its shape, and stitched it shut, turning a sign of infection into something no one would question. She got away with it this time. But if things go wrong, if there's another outbreak or attack, her secret could be exposed. And if that happens, it's not just Ellie who'll be in danger. Joel could be too. For her, and for many in Jackson, zombie hunts have become routine, predictable. People aren't scared anymore. They're numb. It's dangerous, because something is changing. A new kind of infected has started to appear, smarter, more coordinated. Ellie and Dina discover signs, animals being hunted with strategy. Tracks that suggest the infected are setting traps, working together. They try to warn the council, but their warning is dismissed. The town is too busy planning a New Year's celebration, and that's what makes it so terrifying. While Jackson celebrates, something out there is evolving. At the start of the episode, Joel finds the water pipes in Jackson clogged. To everyone, it looks like overgrown roots, just another maintenance issue. But what no one seems to realize is that some of those roots aren't just roots, they're cordyceps, fungus. In Season 1, we learned that the infected can communicate across long distances using underground fungal networks. If something touches those tendrils, even miles away, it can send a signal to the infected. The people of Jackson think they're fixing a pipe. What they don't know is that they might be waking up something. A single spark, a loud noise, even a careless movement near those tendrils. And Jackson could be under attack. In the Season 1 finale of The Last of Us, Joel and Ellie encountering a family of giraffes, a symbol of innocence, hope, and the fragile bond growing between them. For the first time, Joel spoke to Ellie about his daughter, Sarah, allowing Ellie to feel perhaps for just a moment like part of his family. In Season 2, the giraffes return, but this time they stand in the background of a funeral. The mood is no longer magical, but mournful. These aren't just fallen fireflies. They were family to someone. Here, we meet Abby, portrayed by Caitlin Dever. In the game, Abby is known for her muscular build and combat prowess. The series, however, presents her differently, more delicate in appearance, yet driven by a profound desire for revenge. In Jackson, no one's ready. Not for the infected, not for the revenge, and definitely not for the truth. The infected are evolving. Ellie's hiding her bite, and Abby, she's almost at the gate. I can't wait to see what happens next. If you're just as curious, make sure to like, subscribe, and let's keep watching this unfold together.